Hi, this is a review for the Klipsch X20i in-ear headphones. You know, when a company says that they're setting a new standard for a product, usually it's just marketing hype. In the case of these headphones, I'm going to just jump right to the end for a second here. They certainly were not lying. These are amazing headphones, and it makes me a little bit mad because for like the last 6 years or so, I pretty much thought that these headphones here, these are the Ultimate Ears TripleFi 10s, buy Ultimate Ears. Thought these were the best sounding in-ear monitors you could get, and compared to most of the headphones that I tried, they certainly were. But compared to the set from Klipsch, they don't even hold a candle to them, but we'll get into that. There is no doubt about it, when a company markets something the way that Klipsch has these X20i's and the package they put together, here's the box. It is a nice wood stained box. Got, of course, you have to be able to hang this out there. I don't know anybody where I don't know any stores where they're leaving $550 headphones hanging around, but maybe your local store does. I'm going to take that outer casing off here. Here we have nice Klipsch engraved. You can see that on there, engraved into the nice wooden box. The top comes off. There's little magnets, as you can see there. That's what holds this down onto the box itself. Inside that, you have another little compartment. Inside that, you have a real leather case. Again, you have the Klipsch logo on there. And inside of this are the headphones. There's a little magnetic clasp there. This holds it closed. The headphones come in there. We'll show you those in a second. You have a little instruction booklet with everything you need to know. The tips go in your ears. And they have a tie clip along with a variety of Klipsch earbuds, which, as you can probably tell right there, they're more of an oval design, because they are an oval design, over a normal design. As you can see again with these here, that's a round tip compared to the Klipsch. Those are more of an oval sized, well, they are oval tips. The headphones themselves, amazingly small, which to me, the amount of sound that these put out and the quality of sound that these put out for the size, absolutely amazing. These are the two little earbuds here. These are steel. Again, to compare that to, sorry to keep going off camera here, but let's compare these to the Ultimate Ears as far as size goes, and you really start getting an idea of how much smaller these are compared to these that have the drivers and everything in here. These are small fit. Now these, as you can see, the cables are fit to go over the ear, and when they're in the ear, you have no problem seeing that sticking out of my ear here. With these Klipsch headphones, it's a completely different experience, and I was worried that they wouldn't be able to stay in, but once these things are in, they really get seated nicely in the ear. And some people have talked about, these falling out in other forums that I've read, but, you can do one of these things, and I don't know, with the right sized ear tip, absolutely no problem at all with these things coming out. There is a control here, so if you use an iPhone, it will control the volume on the iPhone, and the middle button, of course, will skip your tracks or get Siri on the line or whatever you need it to do. But the main thing here is sound, and for me, I didn't really test it with the iPhone a whole lot because I don't think the iPhone is going to give me the best possible sound. Plugged it into a sound card that I have on my PC. Nice digital audio converter, listening to a bunch of high-res tracks. And the one thing, again, marketing, I rarely believe it, but the marketing on these headphones were that the high end was going to be what was revolutionary here. There's a lot of headphones that give you a lot of bass, but it's that mid-range, it's that high end, it's that presence that feels real that is hard to do on a lot of these in-ear buds. And in the case of this, the marketing was that you weren't going to believe the amount of high ends that had come in. So I picked one of my favorite albums out, Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms, and the first track, the first thing you're actually hearing, maybe you did this subconsciously, but you have a cymbal. So I listened to the track and was like, wow, that really did sound good. I grabbed my old Ultimate ears, put those and listened to the same track, and I swear I felt like I was underwater. It's an amazing amount of difference between the two sets of headphones. Both are definitely high-end. Both give you a really nice sound. And the Ultimate ears, after you listen to it a while, it's one of those things that if you don't know what you're missing, you may not really feel like, you can't miss it if you've never heard it. Once you hear these Klipsch headphones, it kind of makes me mad, like I said, because now it's going to be hard to go back to just about any other headphone. Once you hear the detail that these bring out, it is absolutely amazing. Now, the way Klipsch did this was it's actually it's a dual armature design. They have a high horsepower, it's a KG926T woofer, mated with a high resolution KG125B super tweeter. Basically what that's meaning is everything from the bass to the high end is crisp, it's clear, it's where it should be. As somebody that's listened to audio for years and years and years and tried to take it a little bit more seriously than just listening to your average pop music, although as you can see, we do listen to Taylor Swift, these headphones are worthy of being called a monitor. If you ever see in the studio, when you see mixing an album, usually you see two small bookshelf type speakers that they're listening back through, and those kind of speakers are called monitors because they're not supposed to accentuate the bass, they're not supposed to accentuate the high end, they're supposed to be as natural sounding as possible, and that's really what this set of headphones from Klipsch does, where some other headphones, right now the very popular thing is to give super bass. They want to take the bass and they want to accentuate that. They want to add more bass. Or they're going to artificially try to add that high end to where things start seeming a little bit too harsh. These headphones sound so natural and so perfectly clear that, again, to me, it's amazing that the size of these headphones, these small little earbuds, can really give that kind of sound. And the comfort level on these is off the charts. Once I put these in, unless I pull the cord, if you have something like that, it catches on the keyboard, I totally forget that I'm wearing these, where that's not really something I can say with the Ultimate ears. I'm not saying those were uncomfortable or a lot of the other headphones that I've used. I'm not saying they're uncomfortable. It's just these are so lightweight, and the oval tips, as we talked about a second ago, the oval tips really do make a difference. And this isn't something that is just with this line of Klipsch. This is something they've been doing. Again, they did their homework from what I've read. They took molds of hundreds of people's ears. They figured out exactly what the right shape was. And the bottom line was they figured out that the round tips that most companies have been using aren't the most comfortable. And the oval actually fits better. They're more comfortable. And from using these for the amount of hours that I have already, I can attest to the fact that there's no fatigue that sets in, at least for me, even after hours of listening. So that is an absolute amazing thing, and it's a reason to check out any of the series of Klipsch now with the oval tips. They are quite a bit more comfortable than the round tips that I've had from other companies. The housing is injection molded stainless steel. Everything about this is audiophile. The cord itself, you can actually see the cord. It's a clear outer. See if that'll pick up on the camera, but you can actually see it's the copper wire inside the cord itself. And the nice thing is, if you've ever used headphones, and I've had a lot of them over the years go bad, where you start losing a channel, you start getting a little bit of static, and usually for me it comes right in with this headphone jack. And as you can see here, this is for the iPhone. That's why you have the extra ring there so you can do the controls. But this works absolutely fine in any jack that you put it into, any phone, any stereo, any MP3 player. That's going to work. You can also plug it into one of these if you want to plug it into a full-size stereo. That pops right in. Had no problem whatsoever using that. And the other nice thing about this is if the cable, you do end up having a problem, right here at the iPhone control and on the other side it's an equal height, these will actually screw off, as you can see there. The cables will come apart, so you can replace the cable without having to do anything difficult. Now, I guess if there's a problem between here and here, you have a little bit more of a difficult repair, but for most of the repairs that I've needed to make on headphones over the year, it's usually been in this jack because that's what's going to take the most use and abuse, being pulled from your phone or being pulled from, it used to be the old Walkman cassette deck, and I'm dating myself with that one. With that said, Klipsch really absolutely entirely hit it out of the park with these headphones. They are not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but at $550 for somebody, if you have somebody on your Christmas list, maybe they hadn't been really good this year and they're into audio, and this would be a absolutely perfect gift. Anybody that takes audio seriously is going to love this set of headphones. I listen to a variety of music, like I said, a little bit of Dire Straits, a little bit of pop music with Taylor Swift, and Adele's latest album, and her vocals sounded absolutely stunning through these headphones. Joe Jackson's album, I listened to that where he covers the Duke Ellington songs. Absolutely blew me away again. It shows you the combination of the bass and the high end working together and all still sounding very natural and very real. And that's something that is really hard to do with headphones. And it's something that, hey, you're probably not going to grab these and take them with while you're on the train or on the bus or while you're out. I certainly wouldn't use them while out jogging or biking or anything like that. But for serious listening, these are perfect headphones. For anybody that's into making their own music, you can do a lot of that now, whether it's through something like Logic Pro on the Apple side of things. If you're recording your own music, these are great headphones to be able to use where you can mix things and have a very natural sound and not worry that you're listening back again to something that is going to over-accentuate the bass or over-accentuate the high end. I think that's probably everything we need to cover on these particular headphones. Now, if there's a question that you have that we didn't cover, feel free to put those down in the comments. I do keep up with those, and if it's a question we can answer, we'll definitely do that. If we can't answer, we'll certainly try to find the answer for you. If you found this review helpful, and I hope that you did, if you're watching this on Amazon, if you can go down to that little place where it says, was this review helpful, it would mean a lot to me, and if you could click yes. And if you're watching this on YouTube, if you could click the little like, thumbs up, whatever this happens to be today on YouTube, that would mean a lot to me as well. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. But overall, this is an amazing set of headphones. This is a set of headphones that made me take the set that I used to think was the best set of headphones and actually be able to give it some fairly strong criticism because it's such a difference in sound. Granted, it's 6 years further down the road. Klipsch has had a lot more time to get the engineering work done, to do their homework, to make these little drivers so small that you almost forget they're in your ear. The technology is amazing. The sound is amazing. The price tag, it's amazing as well, but they are well worth each and every dollar. Grab one for yourself if you're into audio. If you have a friend, a spouse, somebody that's really into audio, they would definitely love this set of headphones. As of right now, I have to say, this is absolutely the best in-ear monitor off the shelf that I've ever heard. And it took 6 years for the last one to get knocked off. So I guess we'll see how long Klipsch can hold the #1 spot. Again, this has been a review of the Reference X20i in-ear headphones from Klipsch. A sample was provided for the review, but that does not guarantee a good review. I am Darren O'Neill. Thanks for watching.